Hey, in the video I'll discuss about permutation.
Permutation is an arrangement that can be formed from a collection of objects taken in part or in full by observing the order. The important point that becomes the difference between permutations and combinations is attention to this ordering, where the permutations pay attention to the order, whereas the combination does not pay attention to the order. The composition of xy, xy and yx, yx on permutations is counted 2, whereas in combination only 1 is counted. The notation of permutation is pp. If kk object is taken from nn object, then the number of arrangements that can be formed is called nn permutation k, which is denoted by np underscore k, npk, where np underscore k equals frac n. nk, npk equals n minus k. N. Notation is factorial. Permutation with repetition. Permutations with repetition mean permutations that allow the same object to appear more than once. If kk object is taken from nn object, where the objects may appear more than once, then the number of arrangements that can be formed is. In this permutation material is one material opportunity that discusses the arrangement of k objects from n available objects by observing the order, while the combination functions to determine the arrangement of k objects from n available objects regardless of the location of the order. Permutation learns about arranging k objects from n objects by observing the order. Information n equals indicates the total number of elements. 1 equals indicates the number of elements of group 1 that are the same. 2 equals shows the number of elements of group 2 that are the same. Kt equals shows the number of elements in the same. Kt group equals 1, 2, 3. Permutation is rearrangement of a collection of objects in a different order from the original order. For example, the words in the previous sentence can be rearranged as permutations or a different order in which the original set of objects was rearranged in from. The process of returning these objects to a standard order, in accordance with the provisions, is called sorting. If there is an alphabetical alphabet string, then it can be rewritten in a different order, A, C, B, D, DAC, and so on. In full, there are 24 ways to write the 4 letters in a different order from each other. Each new strand that is written contains the same elements as the original strand ABCD, it's just written in a different order. Then each new strand that has a different sequence from the original strand is called the permutation of ABCD. Each permutation can be associated with a sequence of numbers called a sequence of inversion numbers. Each element in permutation is associated with a number that indicates the number of elements after that element, which is in the wrong position. For example, one of the permutations of the ABCDEF strand is DACGEB. Sometimes we just want to rearrange a number of elements, not all of them. This permutation is called the k-permutation of n objects. Sometimes not all elements in permutation can be distinguished. These elements are identical or quality elements. ABC strand consists of 4 kinds of elements, namely A, B, and C, but element A appears twice. The 2 A's are identical. The total permutation of the ABC circuit is 4 equals 24. But this total permutation also includes swapping A0 and A1 positions, the sum of which is 2. Because A consists of 2 elements, A0 and A1. Thus, if it is considered A0 equals A1, then many permutations will be 4 divided by 2. How to calculate this can be generalized, for strands S along n containing one type of identical element K. Thanks you friends who have seen my video.